Yes. Welcome to Destination DeFi, everybody. I'm here with BLITZ Token. This is the weekly Blitz. Shout out to you, Professor, and the commish. You guys ready to start the show?
Let's go.
All right. Cool. Yes. We are in the building, everybody. And this is the first, I guess, live and in color installment of the weekly Blitz. You know, shout out to BLITZ Token. I'm very interested in this project, and the reason is because it's definitely different from what I've seen as far as projects in the space that are affiliated with sports. Definitely a unique touch to it. But first things first, everybody like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for all things Destination DeFi, because once you subscribe, you are a part of the tribe, okay? And if you don't subscribe, you get one of these. Now, first things first, we're going to start out with you, Professor 2 Crypto. Introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself and your, I guess you could say your experience in this space so far before you decided to take on this task of your own.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely going to be an anomaly to the typical devs here in the space. So what's up, guys? I'm Professor 2 Crypto. Definitely follow me on Twitter as well. But BLITZ Token ETH is the Twitter page. But we'll share all those links as well. But yeah, man, we launched this project on September 8th. I've been in crypto probably almost, it's September right now. It's 2 years. So I still consider myself a noob. I'm always learning every single day. I probably made the same mistakes as all of you guys have done in the past, learning from your mistakes. I mean, that's the only way you learn in DeFi, right? Is take those hits and get back up and learn from your mistakes. So yeah, I've been in crypto for 2 years. I'm involved heavily in a few projects in the Dream ecosystem. So big shout out to Dream Labs and Drew and Houdini Swap and Pesabase and all them. So yeah, I learned a lot from watching devs in actions and CEOs and what to do and not to do. So yeah, I've been mulling around for a couple of months thinking about, I can do this. This is, I'm not saying it's not difficult. It is very difficult. But for me in real life, I've been in education for 23 years now. So I started as a classroom teacher. I was a university professor at one of the biggest universities in the United States. I'm not going to say what that is, though.
Hold on. No, it's just us here. Go ahead, tell us.
I taught in the College of Education training teachers, and back in 2014, I created and started my own education training company where I help tens of thousands of teachers across the country. And once again, I'm not going to say exactly what that is, but I built that from the ground up, trained myself on marketing, community management, everything, building a business. And then a couple of years ago, I was approached by a big education company in the United States, and they wanted to buy my business. So they acquired me a couple of years ago, and I'm still working with them in some capacity. But yeah, I travel the nation, do presentations and talks at conferences. But, what I wanted to do to get into leading a project in this space is the only way I would do it at all. I'll talk to my buddies is if I treat it like an actual business, like I built business in real life, meaning transparency, operating. That's where the commish comes in, and I'll let him introduce himself in a minute. But handling all the financials, being transparent, doing everything by the book, so to speak. I know we're in DeFi in a lot of gray areas, obviously, but my strengths are, marketing, building something from the ground up, and more importantly, community building. Because I have 4 Facebook groups where I have tens of thousands of teachers that are in there, and I have obviously company helping to run that. But that's what I build is I create community, educate people. So bringing those skills to BLITZ is something that was at the forefront for me, and having a team around me, because like I said, a lot of people like, you have no experience doing your own project. Well, you got to start somewhere, right? So I think my experience in the business world far supersedes many of the people who start projects in DeFi. Not to crap on anybody, but let's be honest, we know 99.9% of those projects out there are scams or don't last more than a week. So
you sound like Hey, you sound like my boy Toro.
It's a fact. If you're going to tell me I'm wrong, you're lying to yourself, right? We know this. So, but in order to build something successful, you got to have a team around you. So I've got 5 guys on the team. Kamish is one of them because I wanted to find people that are smarter than me in certain areas that I'm not good at. Because the true reflection of a leader is, one, you got to know you're not the smartest person in the room all the time, right? If you think you are all the time, you're obviously arrogant and you don't know much. But all these people that surround me are expertise in their certain areas. So together, I think we're going to build something really special. So that's kind of a little bit about background of me. Never done my own project, but I built my own business. So we're doing everything by the book. And I think we started off really strong, and we'll get into the, details of Blitz here in a little bit.
I like it. Now to you, the commish. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your history in crypto.
Yeah, man. Good to be here. Listen, it's great to be part of this project. I've been in crypto just about a year and a half. So Professor and I are friends in real life. And when he came to me with this idea, it was a great idea. And then we spun it off, myself and the rest of the team. We kind of spun it off to where it is today. And we're always evolving. My real life career is buying and selling real life businesses. So as Professor says, it's nice to have a team that backs you up. And when there's somebody might be strong in one area and need a little guidance in the other, and we got a very versatile team. So we're growing. We'll get into some of the stuff that we're looking to do with the token down the line, but we've already learned so much in the first 2 weeks, and it's great to be on a show like yours to kind of expose ourselves and get the word out there and how the logistics and the simplicity of the community really is. I know sometimes it gets a little bogged down with are we a betting community, are we not, so some of that gets
we lost the commish. Oh my, we lost him.
I know he's driving.
Hey, for everybody out there watching, do not StreamYard and drive. It does not work. Okay?
Are you there?
There he is.
But he's back. All right, give it up for him, everybody.
I'm back here. Anyway, long story short, it's a great project, and I know we've got 3,000 some odd people in the TG, and sometimes people join in at different times and miss the redundant posts that we make on how it works, and sometimes you get the same redundant questions, and hey, how do I know if my bet wins? Well, we try to keep it simple. You guys are the community that suggests the bets, and we do it on our own. But there's a lot of fun things in the middle. So
understood. Now, before we go on, I'm gonna go ahead and tap in with the community real quick. Shout out to El Toro Negro from the Pocket Cows. And then Mido. Well, hello to you too, Mido. Oh, worldwide crypto in the Crypto Priest, what's up? He said, "What it move, everybody? Let's have a blitzful day." I like how you did that.
Blitzful day. I'm gonna take that. Is that copyright?
You know what? No, it's not. It's not. So you can do it. You can do it definitely. You know what, Toro? I got something for you, bro. That was classic. You get a duck hunt, bro. Okay. Hey, Lazy Jedi. Hey, I like Lazy Jedi. That's my guy. Oh, Fred. Hey, shout out to Fred, man. You guys, is Fred in the community? Fred is lives across the pond, so he might not like football, American football. But
American
Fred,
football.
Fred, you should join the community, man. Fred is a good guy to have in there, and also pretty good community leader, man. Mr. Fred is in the house. Yes, we know Fred. We know you're here. Okay, thank you. Mock Young. What is? I had so many things went in my head with that name, but yeah, shout out to you, Mock. Money Zero's here. Beloved Summer's here. Darren has the best glasses. Yeah, you already know. What? Okay. And I got a new pair coming too. I got a new pair on the way. They're in the mail. Tracked them today. Very happy about it. Let's see. He said when links listing. Oh, you know what? Hey, worldwide. I sent links information over to this guy right here, and he's gonna check it all out. Okay. If anything, I'll just shoot you a link after the show, and we'll politic backstage. That's not a problem. Shelly Sparkles in the building. We call her Shelly the Shiller. Okay, she's definitely on top of things. I'm gonna get back to the audience in just a minute, guys. I'm not ignoring you, and I'm not going to miss out on any of your comments. But first things first, let's talk about Blitz. Let's talk about some tokenomics. You want to share your screen here, Professor?
Yeah, I got everything up here.
Cool.
Let me share. I got the website up easier, a little easier.
Okay. Is that in the other? That is in the other. Yeah, website.
Can you see the screen?
I can see the screen. It unfortunately it is like that.
Is what? Oh no, not that one. No, that
one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go here. All right.
There you go. There you go.
Boom.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I'll give you the quick rundown on Blitz, and we'll give some. First, I'll tell you about the project real quick, but then so you have some context, and I'll go over how we're doing amazing so far, and since we've been launched September 8th. So
and also don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, there is a $50 giveaway. So make sure you are tapped in, and I will give you the instructions in just a minute. So we'll go ahead, Professor. Take it away.
So we'll maybe Darren could drop the link to the website in the chat box too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's the Blitz token, blitztoken.com. And let me run you real through. So basically what we are is we're not a casino, we're not a sports book. So I always have to tell people that up front, because when they come to the website or they come to the TG, they're like, where do I bet? I want to bet the game. I want to bet the soccer game. I want to bet the NFL game. Where do I bet? Well, we're taking a different spin on it. And, one of the reasons why we're doing that is I was invested in a project a year ago that they were betting and they were having a handicapper and they were betting games and they were winning, but then they were losing. And a lot of the community members wanted to have a say in where they put the money at, like what teams do they bet on. So here at Blitz, what we're doing is we're giving investors, aka the community, an opportunity to vote on a series of games, and from Tuesday through Saturday. And at Saturday, when the votes close, the top vote getters in certain categories, Blitz uses their own money. We call it a sports community fund to bet on those games. So real quick, we started with the NFL. So I know crypto is worldwide. So big shout out to the people. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. But we started out with the NFL first, so American football, because it's very structured. Most of the games are on Sunday. There is a Thursday night game and a Monday night game. So we do our votes during the week, I could show you a quick example of what that stuff looks like. But at the end of the week, we have a fund, and we started a fund on launch of about $32,000. So we don't need money from taxes. We don't need all that stuff to bet. We started with a $32,000 betting fund. We call it a sports community fund. So how it works is I'll show you. Let me go through the tokenomics real quick, because I know a lot of people want to know that stuff. So we are ETH project. Symbol, obviously, Blitz, 100 million token supply. You can find the contract address right on the website. Taxes are 4 in, 4 out. And I could show you kind of what those taxes are allocated for. But starting market cap was $250,000. You might be thinking, well, this is not a $10,000 market cap project, right? This must be legit. So you'll see as we talk through today how legit it is. I'm real proud on how we started it. We started our price at 0.0025, and the max wallet is 1%. So a couple of things I want to talk about before I kind of show you examples of how Blitz works is, one, the 3 biggest things for us is, one, building a community. Our goal is to build a massive community of sports fans, starting with the NFL. Soccer is going to be next, then the NBA, and then we'll roll in golf and all kinds of other sports. So we'll talk about soccer towards the end, because that's coming up real soon. But building community is number 1, right? You might be thinking, well, betting on games, sports betting, that's not really a sustainable business. And I agree with you, it's not. So we're going to be rolling in other utilities to generate revenue to sustain this project long term. Now, I'll get to our betting stats so far, which far supersede the average, even for the best bettors out there. And we're doing a great job, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. So building that community, winning bets, which I'll talk about in a minute too. Part of that money, half of that money, comes back to the community in form of buybacks to fatten up that buyback wallet. And
anyway, I've seen the buyback wallet.
and then we do ETH rewards. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. So if you vote, if you're part of our community and you go through our voting process on our Blitz sheets, and your vote is actually one of the winners, along with, let's say, for example, quick example, this past Sunday, one of our bets, we bet $2,600 on the Ravens to cover. And the spread, I think, was I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think they were getting 3 points. So if you're a bettor, that means that they have to either win the game or lose by less than 3 points, and you win. So long story short, is the Ravens won big. So we won about $2,500 as a profit. So half of that money went back to add to the sports fund, but the other half of that money, a large portion of it went to the buyback wallet, which we can talk about in a little bit. But then 20% of that went to ETH rewards. So 8 guys got, it might not sound like a lot of money now because we just started, but 8 guys got airdropped $50 in ETH yesterday, just because they were invested. They picked the game that won. Those 8 guys with the biggest votes in that category, and they all shared in the winnings. So, one, we can't guarantee price action, but we're going in the right direction. Right. It's just going to take some time. This is a long-term hold, guys. This is not something I want to get in and tomorrow it's not 100x and you're going to get pissed and sell. If that's what you're chasing, I'm like, the BLITZ is definitely not for you.
Yeah, this is definitely not for, yeah.
But, this is, yeah. But so that's part of the process there. So for the taxes, simple 4 in, 4 out, everything in the white paper. And, and by the way, if you go to the website, you could download the white paper right here. It's a PDF download, very easy to get to. But I explain all of this stuff. So if anyone legitimately, I tell people this all the time in spaces I go in, if you legitimately take 15, 20 minutes and read through the white paper, check out the website. If you could tell me another project that is as transparent as this, if not more, I would love to learn about it. Because if you go to the white paper, I have I wrote all the stuff myself. I have a great guy on the team. Big shout out to Ercolino. He's one of our team members, and he does all the graphics and helps with the website. But the content stuff, I literally explain what all of this stuff is for and what it's going to be used for. So we've got buybacks. We've got 1% going to the fund to add extra money to that. Like I said, we already have the money, but this is just icing on the cake. Marketing, future compliance. So we don't know what's going to happen in crypto in the near term or long term. And then also on top of that, we're betting, like I'm betting. So once again, this is not a sports book or a casino. So me, Professor to Crypto, is KYC'd, and I live in Florida. I live in sunny, hot as hell, Florida.
Hold on. You know what? We gotta have a moment of reflection for the beautiful state of Florida.
And I'm using a legitimate legal website. It's all in the white paper. It's betonline.ag. And, we're winning so far, and we're not going to win all the time. Let's be real. But at the end of the year, if me, Professor to Crypto, have a lot of profits from betting, which are not really my profit because I don't get any of it, I'm going to get hit with a tax bill. So we've got a part of these taxes to accumulate for me to use when that time comes, or if that time comes, depending on how we end the year. And then operating costs, that's self-explanatory. And I kind of lay that out in the white paper. But a part of that operating cost is how me personally, I make money off this project, because the 5 team members have team tokens. I don't have any team tokens. So for me, if this is not successful or there's not a lot of volume over time, I'm not going to make any money off of it. And I'm fine with that because I know where this is going. Right. So part of that is for me for operating this day to day. And real quick, I know this is the boring stuff, but I know a lot of people ask about it. This is the tokenomics to break down. Team tokens are locked for 2 months. We launched September 8th. After 2 months, the team members get 20% of their allocation, just 20%. And every month they get 20%. On top of that, there's a 1% sell rule. So what does that mean? That means, like, let's say in 60 days that the LP is $200,000 is the volume, right? Let's say it's $200,000 LP value. So that means when they get their tokens, they can't sell more than $2,000 a day if they wanted to sell. So we're really trying to mitigate any kind of sell pressure as much as we can. We have a 10% liquidity market cap. We started with $25,000 in ETH value in the LP when we launched. We got obviously partners and promotions. This is the private sale. One thing I want to touch on the private sale. Some people are like, holy shit, that's a lot of tokens. Why is the chart not dumped to hell? Well, 90% of the people that got involved in the private sale were in a small group and my dream well community. So these guys knew what they were getting into. They know me for almost 2 years. They trust me. And realistically speaking, the vast majority of the people that are involved in private sales don't even watch NFL. They don't even fill out the sheets. You know, you're gonna be thinking, well, why are they involved? Why they give you money and lock it up for so long, which I'll get to, is because they trust me and they know that I'm going to do my best to build this. So with the private sale, they got 0 tokens. They don't have anything. They get 20% of their tokens in 30 days from launch. So that's what, like 20 days from now. They get 20%, and then every week they get another 10%. So actually it takes them 10 weeks to get all their tokens. And on top of that, there's a 1% sell rule. The same thing like the team. So, you know, when I talk about this in spaces after launch and even before, people that don't know me would laugh at me and say, who the hell would give you money in a bear market like this with not even getting their tokens and launch to make money? Well, obviously it's people that should say what they have in trust in me and the team. It's very self-explanatory. Right. So it's going to be a process for them to get it, and they're cool with that. Community incentives for kind of, you know, we're going to do some, and Kamish will talk about some of that stuff in a little bit. We're going to do some cool contests throughout the course of the NFL and other seasons that other sports will bring in. Okay. Advisors, we do have one ambassador on the team. That's Scott the Warrior. He's also is vested as well. So I didn't pay him any money. He's got vested tokens with the sell rule, everything like that. So we're really keeping a tight ship, because the reason is I wanted to have room to breathe for Blitz and prove it. And so far, we're really proving it. So right. Let's actually, and I have all the explanations. I don't want to spend too much time talking about this stuff. But well,
actually, I'm glad you're talking about it, because Worldwide Crypto did have a question. Yeah. So first question: do you have the appropriate licenses so the project isn't subject to fines or being shut down?
Well, the answer to that is this is not a casino. So all this is community voting. The only person is at risk if there was something to happen is me, because I'm the one doing betting online. So there is no risk for an individual investor here. There's a reason why I did, like, you know, I'm not here to knock projects. Obviously, if you're not ETH and you're not Bitcoin, you're doing, there is no 100% legality with this. Right. But when I walked into this, I'm like, listen, I'm not taking bets. I'm not doing any of that. It's on me to do these bets online. But part of the future compliance is my ultimate goal. And someone asked me this, and I did my first kind of formal AMA last night. My ultimate goal in a perfect world, right? And I know this is going to be really hard, and maybe it's years down the road, but in a perfect world that I keep leveling this up. My short-term goal in the next 1 to 2 months is to build this community to 300, 400, 500 people. And then I already have some connections with some fantasy football or sports apps platforms to get promotional deals, because that's where you start bringing in real revenue. But my ultimate goal is to, and that's where some of the token supply is allocated for, is down the road, is to turn this into either a platform to build off this website or design an app to do all the voting and stuff. But the end goal, and this is pie in the sky, you know, if it happens, you know, hopefully years from now, is to actually go through the process of registering this offshore to try to get a gaming license, and actually maybe at the end of the day turn this into an actual legal sports book. So that's like long-term goal. Will it happen? Maybe, maybe not. Odds are obviously against us, but I'll work towards that. But if we can build this to a few thousand holders and have multiple sports on here, the sky's the limit. Obviously, like I said at the beginning, betting on games and taking community votes is not a sustainable business. We need to bring in that revenue. So that's some of the things that I talk about in the white paper. But that's a good question. I mean, I get that a lot. But at the end of the day, we're not a casino. No one's betting. I'm just taking the suggestions and the voting from the community and turning around and betting that through my own account and bringing everything back to the community. So with that being said, that's a kind of a good segue. Is if you go to the website, this is kind of what I'm talking. A lot of people listening, like, what are you talking about? Voting and stuff. So this is a live link, and we do this every week, and it launches on Tuesday. So we're in week 3. So real quick, I'll walk you through just to show you. I'm just going to make I'll put a name in here. This is kind of leveraging my own skills in real life business. This is kind of the stuff I do in real life to crypto. So if I put Professor to crypto, little highlight here, and I'm going to show you a graphic, and I'll let, when we get to that point, I'll let the commish, because he's the money guy.
Well, hold on 1 second. This is what we got to, hey, commish and Professor, well, hold on, let me see. Worldwide said DFS Mafia went through a lot of hoops to get their licenses for sports betting. Yeah, it's a mission, bro. It is a mission. But yo, check this out. I just gotta let you guys know something about me. You know, this is our first live and in person AMA. I just want you guys to be very clear on one thing. I am broke. Okay, very, very broke. I'm the brokest YouTuber of all time. Okay, so when you're broke, the bills still don't stop coming. So, in regular destination DeFi fashion, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages. Don't go anywhere. Hey.
Welcome to Blocked, the blockchain social media platform that verifies accounts through the Polygon network. With Blocked, you can create an account by minting your own NFT, which acts as your username and password. Once you're in, you can make posts, upvote and downvote, share content, message friends, and personalize your profile. But that's not all. With Blocked, you earn XP as you interact with the platform, unlocking custom frames as you level up. At level 20, you can even earn a verification badge. Plus, our token-gated chat rooms allow verified members to access exclusive crypto and NFT communities. Join Block today and experience social media on the blockchain like never before.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we're going to do this $50 drawing. Here's the rules. This is what I need you guys to do. In the comment section under this video, if you're watching on YouTube and YouTube only, in the comment section, you need to hashtag BLITZ. All right, I'm going to put that in the comment right now so you guys don't make any mistake. Okay, hashtag BLITZ. Okay, I will be drawing from the comment section on just prior to midnight. The answers will be the winner will be announced at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Eastern Standard Time. Hold on for all the slow people in the back. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Okay. And there's somebody down here in my backstage. I don't know who this is. Who is that? Who is that guy? Okay, Commission's back. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, so not in the chat section, people. In the comments under the video, in the comment section. Not in the live chat. Okay? Not in the live chat. In the comment section under the video.
Doesn't that feed into the live chat?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's the regular comments, for individuals that may watch this later, you know, that couldn't participate in the live chat. So yes, do not hashtag Blitz in here. You need a hashtag under the video, and I will announce the winner at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Now, let's talk about where were we at now?
Yeah, I was gonna show real quick what the
oh yes, okay, like. Good stuff. All right.
Yeah, so this is what is on the website, and we post in the TG every Tuesday, and it runs through Saturday night at midnight. So this is what the community members get to fill out to pick their winner. So, you know, even if you're not an NFL fan, people have fun with this. But like I said, we're going to introduce a new sport next, and I'll talk about that before we wrap up the show. But this is what it is. It'll take you this. I designed this all myself. Was one of the things that I use in real life for my business. But here, it takes you right here. Quick recap of last week, and we'll talk about that. I'll let the commission run through the numbers in a second. But you come in here and you put your TG name in here. So we have a leaderboard, and we track your picks, your stats, because as we roll through the NFL season, we're going to have some incentives and contests on winning percentages for people that are picking these games, because we already have some people through week 2 that are perfect on their picks, like nailing everything. So, you know, there's other utilities that will build off of that. But you put your name in here, it'll bring you on here. You put your wallet address for Blitz, because we do ETH rewards. So you have to hold a minimum, and this is in the white paper too. You have to hold a minimum of 35,000 Blitz token, which is only about with the market cap right now, I think it's about 170 or 100.
Yeah. Right.
You could still vote, but in order to get the ETH rewards, you have to hold a minimum of that amount of tokens. So I'm just going to put a random address in there, click next. So what we do is, I don't want to waste too much time on. You guys can mess around your own, but you go through 3 categories. So if anyone here is NFL fans, you'll know what this is. So first category is straight up. So what that means is these are all the actual lines from the betting site we use, and you get to pick 2 teams. So for example, and I know, Darren, you're like, where's the Giants? Those are my favorite team. Why are they? Hold
on. We're having some interference here. Hold on. No, we do not cheer for the New York Midgets over here. Okay.
But so the Thursday night games are not on this sheet because it runs through Saturday. So we do a special $250 bet in the TG for Thursday night game. But all the lines are here. So let's say I'm filling this out and I get to pick my 2 favorite ones. So, look at the Cowboys. Well, I think the Cardinals are they're gonna win this game maybe, or they're gonna lose by 11 points or less. So I'm gonna pick that team. Maybe I like Buffalo. So I pick my 2 teams. I hit next, and now it goes to over under. So even if you watch soccer or other sports, it's still the same philosophy. That's total points. So
yes, and speaking of other sports, Crypto Priest said what's going to be next sports for betting? Okay.
Soccer. Yeah, I'll get to that here. Yeah. Or you say football, excuse me.
Football.
Football. But here's the over-unders. So the total points of the 2 teams combined. You pick 2 that you like, go to the next one. Last one is a 2-team parlay. So if you guys are any better people out there watching this, you pick 2 teams, and if they both win, then it's basically 2.5x your money. So here's your lines and your over-unders. So let's say I want to do something different. I like the Jaguars, and maybe I like the New York Jets and New England to go over 36.5 points total. Then I'll hit next, and I'll go to the last part, and that's it. It's done. So it takes all these votes. We make a leaderboard, but the winning most popular votes for each of those categories is what we bet on. So with that being said, let's get a little visual here. And this is where I'm going to let the commish pop in. This is, let me switch to this tab. Can you see the Blitz bet stats?
I can see.
All right. So commish, you want to jump in and kind of walk people through what's on this page so they can kind of put everything together?
And Joyson, you have to do that. You have to put hashtag Blitz in the comment section after the stream is over. Okay. Not this chat section. All right. Shelly Sparkle said, I'll figure it out. Yeah, it's pretty easy, Shelly. You know what I'm saying? It's a very easy platform to use. But yeah, proceed, Commish.
Yeah, good. So the financials of how the token is doing. First, before we start with that, I just always like to add my 2 cents about the community. We got to remember, Professor just went over the steps of casting your weekly votes. And remember, the community is made up of a diverse bunch of folks. Some people really love sports. Some people are here just for the token. Some really know a lot about sports and you can see it in their votes.
Right.
So we're starting to see a pattern of the same folks that keep betting, and almost the community is relying on these same 20 to 30 guys, which is great. But the idea of the community is to get everybody involved. So when I say this, the first week it was kind of like pulling teeth. We actually modified the steps, took a few steps out. So what Professor just showed us is the simplistic version of how to do a weekly vote. So it's really
nobody wanted to be responsible for an L. You know what I mean?
I can't tell you how many guys I
That's
DM
true.
like, I don't want to do this. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, all right, don't fill it out.
Right.
Yeah. So it's true. Some of the community is very, very. We see the same names going back and forth. But my original point was we had like, I want to say 10 or 11 folks that voted for week 1, and then week 2 we bumped it all the way up to 40 people that casted votes. So people are getting a little more used to the platform and a little bit more aware of, that their vote does count. And if they don't feel comfortable, no problem. If they don't want to vote, we don't hold it against you. We have a great betting fund. We've done well. So financially, week 1 we came out in the green, and week 2 we came out in the green. So as you can see, the all-time stats is, we've about 86K of pure profit. Now, a lot of that's to the buyback wallet, and then the other half is to the actual fund. So the fund keeps growing, but it also goes back to the buybacks and the ETH rewards. So overall, we're doing quite well. As you can see, we'll cover quickly week 2. You can see let me blow that up. I can't see it here. So week 2, we won the we had a $2,600 bet. We won that bet, and there was ETH awards that were given. So we came out in the positive there. The Miami New England over under, we took the over 46.5. It didn't cover, so we didn't come out ahead on that one. Bet 3, the parlay. We took the Baltimore +3, Buffalo -7. We got that one. So really the big winner, if we can capitalize on that parlay or 2 of the straight bets, you're looking really good. So so how it works is we know we're not going to win every week, and we're off to a hot start. There's no doubt about it. It's great to come out in the green the first 2 weeks. We have another what we decided to do was, our original plan was to always allocate 10% of the betting fund. So if it was $33,000 betting fund, we would bet $3,300 for that week. Right. What we decided to do based upon winning. So what we said, we made a modification week 1, and we said, let's treat this as if we're degenerate crypto guys, which we all are. And let's not necessarily double up, but let's go to 20%. So we allocate a progressive betting scenario. So we did that in week 2, and it paid off financially quite well. So what we decided to do is every week that we win, we'll keep allocating the 20%. If next week we were to come out in the red, we would go back to 10% until we get that win back again, and then we progressive bet up to 20%. So we're very conservative. We're not going to drain out the full sports fund, which is at over $33,000. We're going to continually to try to sustain and add while we figure out other revenue-based generating systems.
Okay.
Yeah. I said I wanted to put the whole 33K on the Giants to win, and everyone said no, but we would have won. I mean,
that would have been the worst decision.
That's why I'm here, so that he doesn't do that.
He said the commissions. Shout out to the commission for saving you from yourselves. Hey, you know what? Hey, betting $33,000 on the Giants is absolutely insane, and it can only be categorized as haram. Okay. All right. So,
yeah, just to echo what Kamish was saying, when you hear the word budget in DeFi, I don't know if those terms go.
Those two don't go together, bro. Like, and it's funny because we've seen too many results of why that's the case. You know what I mean? It's not sensible spending. It's not sensible protocol to maintain sustainability. You know what? I look at it like this: if you're a developer of a project and you have zero experience on how to run a business, or you've never asked any questions as to how to do it, or even taken any classes, just don't do it. You know what I mean? It's not worth the headache, because not only are you gonna mess yourself up, and your pockets up trying to do this, but you're also going to piss off a lot of people in the process of your learning curve. You know what I mean? So
let me show one more thing, and then we can answer any questions, or if you have any questions here. Let me pull up this. Let me hit present here. Files. Let's see. How do I get the slides in there?
Here's the slides right
there. You
here.
Go. All right. So if you go to the homepage, you can download this right off the top of the website. It's a big box that says white paper. Just click it, it'll download. But one thing I want to kind of, since we were talking about the bets, this is a real clear picture. So if we win use easy math, if we win $2,000 on a bet, like we bet 2,000, we win 2,000, half of that goes back to the fund to add to it. 30% goes to the buyback wallet, and then the 20% of that is divvied up between the people that actually picked that game to pay them out some extra money. So that's a real simplistic way to kind of see how everything works. So to grow the betting fund, obviously we need to win bets, and then volume to the token will increase the betting fund as well. So a lot of people like to know, how does that work? So right now, we've probably brought in, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but almost $7,000 in revenue since we launched this from betting, a little over that. We do have over $4,000 in the buyback wallets because we've done like 8 buybacks since we launched. But we're holding right under 600K market cap. That's a little more than 2x. I don't look at the chart at all. Once in a while, I'll look at it. I have people come in the TG and go, when are you going to do marketing? Why are you going to pay callers? Well, we need to get this to 5 million. I can't guarantee anything, but over time it will happen, naturally based on what we're doing. But, I'm not sitting there we have marketing money. We've got a nice budget to do that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to do that because there's no point. I don't want someone to buy something on here and the next day wake up and go, what the hell? It's the same price. Let me sell it. We don't want, well, yeah, I'll take your tax money, whatever, but we don't want people like that. Everybody in there, you'll see the stability in the chart. It was holding to 800K to $1 million for a while. A couple people took some nice profit because they got in early at launch. They made a couple of ETH. That's fine, right? But our audience is those, mid to long-term holders that'll be involved in the process. Even if you're not, take your profits over time. But yeah, that's basically the core of Blitz. It's community first. It's creating additional revenue sources. And then it's betting. The betting is third, because like Kamish said, I say it all the time on Spaces, we are never going to win everything. But if we could win 1 to 2 a week, we're going to break even or come ahead. Will there be weeks that we might lose everything? Maybe, but it's really going to be hard because we've got a real good community. You could see by our 57% winning percentage, 30 to 40% is really high for handicappers, and we're at 57%. Granted, we're only after week 2 of the NFL. I'm sure that'll change, but I'm all about powering the collective. Like, I'm more smart people together making educational choices, aka football, and looking at the stats. I feel the odds are more in our favor. Now, we never know on any given Sunday, but I think the odds are in our favor based on all the smart people that are making those picks and coming to the spaces.
Right.
We'll do these spaces every week, and Sunday night, a couple of our community members, like Yaktown. Big shout out to Yaktown and B Money.
Hey, shout out to Yak. He's on fire.
We'll be doing spaces Sunday night during Sunday Night Football to talk about all the matches and what happened that week. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on. But yeah, I'll stop talking. I could talk
matches. Are you saying matches? You talking
matches?
Soccer already,
matches?
Dude? Games, bro.
Matches. Yeah, I had soccer on
You're
the brain.
You're a little too excited about added this soccer stuff.
Yes, that's a good thing you just meant. Let me get to soccer. So the majority, like I said at the beginning, I don't have the exact stats, but I'm pretty safe to estimate about 85 to 90% of our private sale. We raised about 78K. Don't even watch NFL. They're all from Europe. They're from my group. They don't give two shits. They just believe in what we're doing, but they all love soccer. I've been in multiple spaces the last week. People I don't know, they love it, but they're like, get soccer and we'll get a ton of people. I got communities. So what we're going to do right now is I did a vote in the private TG because everything that I've done so far is by vote because I'm not going to make unilateral decisions on everything.
Right.
I want the community to have a say, especially the private sellers. So I put a vote in yesterday or earlier today. I'm going to let it close tonight. What we're most likely going to do is I'm going to do a small OTC raise. They gave me the approval that said it's okay. That's good. We have other token pools that we can pull from. We're going to do a small OTC raise, and I'm going to let the privates have first dibs on it to raise an additional 20 to 25K to have a football fund for football, for soccer, because we can't commingle the funds. I can't have an NFL that we're trying to build and get to 60, 70, 80K and start betting soccer. That's not fair to those people that are involved. So, we didn't really think about it at the beginning. We're learning as we go, but I think that it's a good way to do it. We looked at the math and we'll have a soccer fund. So if anyone's interested, if I don't fill it in-house and you're interested in getting in on that allocation, you could feel free to shoot BLITZ token, the Twitter page, follow and send a DM, and I'll put you on a list. If I don't fill it, I'll definitely let other people out there and I'll send you all the details that way. But yeah, so we're going to let people in, not at launch price because we're way above launch price. The OTC deal for this is going to start at 375K market cap, which is basically a 50% automatic profit by getting involved, but it's going to be vested like everything else. So we talked about that before. I'm not going to get into it again. It'll all be in the information that I'll share. But yeah, it'll be a good opportunity to people to get in because we've been proving so far. We're doing great. It's holding strong. But like I said at the beginning, and all the team members tell me, they're like, Professor, don't care about the chart. It don't even matter. If we got money to bet and we're winning, the chart's going to follow. So they're right. Exactly. That's why I have people surrounding me like that. So we're doing great. We're killing it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the overall community first, building revenue. And then the third is the betting part. So soccer, yes, we'll be next. I know diddly squat about soccer, but other people on the team do. But we're going to set up the same process for soccer. I'm excited for that.
Hey, give it up for BLITZ token. Yo, and just everybody watching, do not forget after this stream ends, go to the comment section and type in #BLITZ for your chance to win $50. Okay. And don't spam my chat with anything else. Don't spam the comment section with anything else. All right. Keep it appropriate, people. Keep it cute to keep it on mute. All right. Any shout outs?
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the people in the BLITZ community, private sellers, and especially people on the team. Big shout out to you guys. And, like I said before, Yaktown and B Money for stepping up and being good community leads, running spaces. Obviously, the commish for keeping my head on straight. And commish is doing, we track everything. Like he has an Excel sheet with all the money coming in, all the money going out. In the TG, if you go to the TG and check the pin post, and this goes back to what I said at the beginning about show me another project that's as transparent. I'm sure they're out there, but they're very few. If you go to the TG and go to the pin post, we literally have a BLITZ token Google Drive where if you go, and it's open access to everybody, where all of the receipts for expenditures on chain and off chain, all the betting slips, everything is there for everyone to see. So you could check it out. All the wallets have ENSs. I took like hours to set all that up. All the token pools have ENSs. All the tax wallets have ENSs. Everything is on the holder list. So, we're trying to do everything by the book, transparent, building it from the ground up. So yeah, I'm really excited. So, but definitely big shout out to the community because you guys are killing it with those betting sheets, those BLITZ sheets, because we're knocking knock it out of the park. The voting just started already. People are already starting to submit for this Sunday's game. We're going to do our special Thursday night bet. Go Giants playing. I think they're going to get whacked.
Hold on. We can't hear you. No, there will be.
I can't wait till we rematch Dallas and whoop their ass.
It's never gonna happen. Hey, shout out to KDP. Katie, we are running a contest. So after the stream is over, go to the comment section and type in #Blitz. I will be drawing a name at midnight Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, a couple quick things, and I'll let Kamish kind of talk on this too. So we have this information in the TG as well. In addition to the the voting and the betting and stuff, we wanted to do something fun on a weekly basis so people could make money and win. So Kamish leads up. We have, if anyone here is NFL fans, I'm sure you heard of like a pick'em pool. Yeah. So every week, this is not token related. This has nothing to do with buying the token. Every week we do a pick'em contest, and all you do and first week, a girl who won a contest, one of our spaces, actually won money, and she has no idea about football. She's not even from the United States. And Kamish could talk about that one. It's pretty funny. But we have a pick'em pool every week where all you do is pick the winners. No spreads, no nothing. You can look at the shiny helmets and what logo you like the best, whatever. And it's $40, and it's ETH. And at the end of the football games, 75% of the money goes to first place, and 25% of the money goes to second place. And we're keeping track of the wins every week to do a cumulative prize at the end of the NFL season. So even if you're not invested in Blitz, you could take part in that. It's pretty fun. It's pretty easy, and you can win some good money. I mean, we're building that every week. So I know Kamish can probably chime in and throw a couple things about that, because he's the one leading up that charge.
Yeah, man. So this community is full of people that love NFL or people that don't. And as Professor said, it boggles my brain. The first week, I think we had 10 guys in it, so it was a relatively good pot. Last week, we only had 3 people that did it. So I think we already have 3 already this week. But this is something that's been around offices and country clubs and work environments for a long time. They create a little camaraderie, a little water cooler talk on Monday morning. Who won the pick'em pool in the office? And like Professor said, sometimes the secretary wins because she picked the best logo, and sometimes
right.
So it creates a lot of camaraderie and banter, and so that's what we're more or less looking for the community to engage in. And then for the lucky winner, the guy that won it this week, it was only 3 entries, but he ended up winning. He's from Europe, and he don't know anything about American football, and he just picked the logos, and he won. That's obviously we want.
It's not a bad hustle.
No, but I mean, you think that people would like this, so I think this idea is going to really grow to 20 and 40 and 50 entries. And you guys
are just starting off, man. You guys are gonna as time progresses. What are you, less than 2 weeks old?
Less than 2 weeks, yeah. So that's a good point. Sometimes I'm like, are you guys reading this stuff? It's basically
what it is?
Free money.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. We've gotten so used to instant gratification in this space, but so our patient, we have the patience of high school students. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, everybody's looking for that 50x. Most people get wrecked, but this is fun. It's going to be a nice journey. I'm excited about it. We've got patience. We know where we're going. We know how to get there. And just if people want to join us for the ride, hey, more power to you. Join us. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be a process. So
yeah.
But yeah,
hey, but you know what? I wanna also say, Katie, you don't put #Blitz in this chat. You put it in the comment section under the video. I got to make that very, very clear for y'all. Okay. Comment section, not the live chat. You do it in the comment section after the stream is over. Okay. Thank you. Now, hey, Kamish, Professor, I enjoyed this thoroughly. Everybody, go do your own research on this project. And here is the URL. Go check out the website. It's very well put together, man. Might have to have your guy do mine. And let's see.
Man. So we're like, I'm sure you told people when you posted, but the plan is to do this with you on Wednesday. So this was a good intro section to go over it, and then next week we'll do some quick community updates. Hopefully, share about all the big wins again.
And we're going to talk trash about the Giants too.
And then we'll run through the lineups, and maybe I'll bring in Yak and other people, and we can talk about the football games coming up, and talk some football next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Giants Super Bowl.
I don't know. Hold
Is
on.
it frozen?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, you want one of those? I got.
Hold
on.
Believe, man. You gotta believe.
And then we gotta mix it up with this. Okay. Money Zero said, okay, you understand Money Zero? That's what you do. Why do you have like the what logo is that? Is that like the tax people?
Mark.
It's like the people that do the taxes. The QuickBooks
TurboTax? Is that TurboTax?
It's like TurboTax. Yeah, I think it's TurboTax. Hey, shout out to the cows for showing up. Appreciate you guys.
I love TurboTax back in the day. I was an undergrad to get that credit for like 10 years.
Wow, that is crazy. That is nuts. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in to Destination DeFi. This has been another beautiful AMA. Go check out Blitz Token. Once again, here is the URL. Screenshot it. Do what you got to do. Make sure you comment hashtag Blitz under the stream after the stream is over. As I always like to say, be good or be good at being bad. I'll talk to you gentlemen backstage. Peace, love, and crypto. We out of here.